Welcome to This Daring Adventure podcast, where we work on bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be in order to live a bigger and bolder life. In this podcast, we will provide inspiration, tips, and skills you need to make your life the adventure you want it to be. Here's your host, mindset mentor, and life coach, Trista Gurton.
Hey everybody, welcome to This Daring Adventure. So if you're feeling stuck or uncertain or like you're second guessing yourself all the time, it's generally not because you're bad at decisions or you lack insight. And most of the women I'm meeting come to me, they're very smart, they're accomplished, they're articulate, they have great self-awareness, but there is generally a lack of clarity from inside a nervous system that's under pressure, years of habits and beliefs and thinking patterns that really do just feel like second nature. They feel like that's who we are. And it can be challenging. It does take effort, it does take work, it does take time to make those changes. And so this can really be the enemy of clarity. And so we're not necessarily talking to people who are confused in a dramatic way, because that's probably not you. But there is this confusion and this sense of being stuck that is quiet and exhausting. You know you're capable, you know you're thoughtful, and you've done some work on yourself, but you keep looping. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about why clarity feels so hard. What's actually happening when you can't see your next move. And this is why I created something called the Clarity Audit to help solve this exact problem. You cannot think your way to clarity. Most people want to think harder. They analyze more. They want the how. They want the details. They replay the conversations. They ask other people. They second guess themselves. And all of it feels productive, but it's not. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. Clarity comes from seeing clearly. And they say you cannot see the label from inside the box. And you cannot see clearly when your nervous system is activated, when you're judging yourself, when you're trying to get it right, when you want all of the details, when you want guarantees that you're not going to regret it, you're not making a mistake. And your brain in those moments is not trying to help you see the truth. It's trying to keep you safe. That's the primary motivation of your primitive brain. It wants to seek pleasure, avoid pain, and be as efficient as possible. And so in this instance, when you're trying to make a change, when you're trying to do something differently, when you're trying to make a move, your brain is like, that is really risky. We probably shouldn't be doing this. If you don't have guarantees that this is all going to work out, then we probably shouldn't try. And it really, when you're operating like that, it really narrows your options. Your brain is looking for certainty. It defaults to delay, overthinking, and self-doubt. And this is not a personal failure. This is biology. This is being a human being. But when your nervous system is loud, your self-judgment gets louder too. The doubt gets louder. The fear gets stronger. And you start telling yourself things like, I should be past this by now. Other people don't struggle like this. It's probably too late for me. What's wrong with me? And now you're not just unclear, but you're unclear and you're beating yourself up. And that's the spiral. So what is actually true? The truth is you're not stuck because you don't know. You're feeling stuck because you're too close to your own patterns to see them clearly. And because your brain wants to hold on to those patterns, it's difficult to see past them and to figure out a way to change. You cannot see yourself objectively from inside your own head. Nobody can. Not even a coach. I have to have help myself. And that's really, it's not a flaw. It just is. That is being human. Most clarity does not come from insight alone. It comes from clean reflection. Someone who can help you see the patterns that you can't see. Someone naming what's happening without drama or judgment, because our brain loves to add a lot of drama and a lot of judgment. I hear all the name calling, all the beating yourself up, all of it. And you really want to just slow that system down enough for truth to surface. And so what I'm introducing today is called the Clarity Audit. It's a one-time asynchronous session designed to do exactly that. And here's how it works. You fill out a deep dive intake form. It should take about 30 minutes. Have a quiet place, sit down, write it out. You don't have to write an essay. It's not therapy. It's not journaling for pages. Just some precise, revealing questions. Then I review your response. And within 5 business days, I give you a video breakdown of the patterns you can't see from inside your own head, the nervous system habits shaping your reactions and decisions, where self-judgment is quietly hijacking your clarity, and what will actually help to move you forward, giving you some action steps to take steadily, calmly, and start to build self-trust. So it's not about reassurance. It's not about mindset fluff. I know I do love some good mindset fluff. And it's not about me telling you what you want to hear, but it will help you to gain some clarity. No overthinking, no spiraling, just clear seeing and grounded next steps. Now, it is $29, and it is $29 on purpose. Not because the work is small, but because clarity should not be locked behind intensity, commitment, or pressure. So this is a low barrier, high value way for you to interrupt the spiral, get honest with yourself, and stop guessing. You want to move yourself forward. You want a bit of momentum. This is where we start. You don't need to be ready for coaching. You don't need to know your next step yet. Clarity will come first. So this is not for you if you want reassurance, validation, or someone to tell you that everything will be okay without you changing anything. This is what you get from your friends and your family, right? This is the guidance that everybody will agree with you and tell you that it's okay and you'll figure this out. No. It is for you if you're tired of looping, you're ready to see yourself more clearly instead of more mental noise. I will give you an objective perspective. I will tell you what I see. So, if you've been feeling the pressure, the self-judgment, and the overthinking, this is your invitation to slow everything down. You don't need more effort, right? I want you to just take a nice deep breath. Just let go a little bit, relax. You don't need more information. You don't have to spin in the judgment and the doubt and the fear. Just a little bit of clarity. And that's what the Clarity Audit will do. So the link will be in the show notes. You can find the sales page, take your time, read it. And if it feels like relief, trust that. If you're curious, if you're interested, trust that too. I think this is going to be a really fun, helpful, interesting exercise. Allow yourself to be curious. Allow yourself to get a different perspective. I'm not invested in the outcome. I will tell you honestly what I see and what I think could help. So the link is in the show notes, $29. Answer the form at your convenience, and within 5 business days, you'll have a video, 20 minutes from me, that you can download and keep to review whenever you want it. I think it's going to be super fun. All right, I'll see you there. Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.